Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have an exciting video, which you already know what it's about due to the title, and of course if you follow me on Instagram. But in case you haven't heard the news, we are pregnant. So we did our announcement a little while ago on Instagram and on our socials and stuff, and I had mentioned to you guys that I would be sharing, the vlog that I did, because the day that I found out, I just so happened to also get the urge to document everything, which I'll get into in a bit. But also we decided to document telling our parents, and I documented when I told Danny. So I have all of those memories that I wanted to share. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing in this video. So let me just back it up a little bit and kind of talk about exactly how I found out the whole deal that day, and then I'll go ahead and insert the vlog clips. But basically it was Mother's Day that I found out, and it was very weird, which you're gonna see in the video, because even I was kind of like unsure, like, okay, what am I doing? But I had this feeling, it was a very overwhelming feeling, and I guess just a gut instinct. I really don't like when people say the, well, when you know type of deal, because it's very vague and you don't know exactly what that means. It's nothing concrete. So now, I hate to say it, but truly, when you know, at least that's the best way that I can describe it and how it happened. So yeah, I just had this really weird feeling throughout the week leading up to the day I took a pregnancy test, and I chose to not pay attention too much to it because I had kind of gone through all those emotions before, which I'll get into in another video later about our journey to conceiving. But something about that week was very different, and I didn't pay much attention to it because I was supposed to start my period the following week. And yeah, the symptoms to pregnancy and your menstrual cycle, they're very similar, so it can be a little confusing. But like I said, just something felt off. So the day that I actually found out was the day that I was either supposed to start my period or the next day. And I'm very punctual with my cycle, so the fact that nothing had happened yet, it was making me raise an eyebrow. Although, like I said, it still wasn't exactly like considered missed period, because I could have, thought, well, I'll probably start tomorrow or whatever, but I just went with my gut. And so yeah, that's kind of how it happened. So I'll go ahead and let the clips roll. A part of me feels like I might regret filming this, but a bigger part of me knows that I'll regret it even more if I don't. So I'm on my way to the store right now because I'm gonna go buy a pregnancy test. So really the biggest thing that makes me feel different is that I've been bloated so bad for the past week and a half, which I know is normal with, your period, but this has just been like a little more than usual, and my boobs are really sore or tender, or they're just hurting me more than normal. So those are also kind of the symptoms that I feel like have been a little off. But yeah, so snuck away. I'm just gonna play it off. I need to get something for my Mother's Day our Mother's Day get together. I'm nervous, so I'm all over the place, but I chugged water before I left, so hopefully I can go with enough time before Danny wakes up from his nap and to get going. I'm nervous. And I got salad because we're going to go over to my parents' house later, so I just made up the excuse that they wanted, or that I needed to take some salad over in case Danny asked where I went and why I went to the store. So as you can tell from the clips, I was definitely overwhelmed with emotion. Even from, you know, before deciding to actually take a test, I was still very unsure if I was gonna regret filming it before, you know, I don't want to say for nothing, but just to get another negative test result. But, you know, once the result was very obvious that it was positive, I was nervous and excited and overcome with emotions. And then funny thing is too, is Dan and I had talked about it a while back, you know, when we knew, okay, kids are in our future at one point and this and that. And I'm sure at this time of conversation, we were watching something pertaining to like when your partner finds out you're pregnant or how to share it with your partner. And I remember asking him, because I know he's the type of person where he would want it done a certain way. So I asked him, you know, hey, when the time comes, do you want me to like surprise you? Even if that means like, I'm gonna know, you know, something you don't know for like a little while, or do you wanna know right away? And his response was always like, no, I wanna know right away. Like I wanna know when you know. So I already knew that since the test was positive, I was gonna have to tell him ASAP. And not only that, but we were gonna have to decide how exactly we wanted to share this information with our parents, because it was Mother's Day and we were supposed to head over to my parents' house like in an hour or so, like from when I took the test. So we were like scrambling with what to do. So yeah, I did make the decision to just tell him. And it was kind of funny because he was napping, so I had to kind of wake him up from a nap and be like, hey, come on, get up, like it'll be worth it, I promise. And it was just kind of funny. Don't peek. Let's see, hold out your hands like this. Don't peek, okay?
Okay.
You can promise. Put them closer together. Okay, open.
Luckily. Is this found out right now?
Yeah. Your glasses are all foggy.
That's crazy.
I know.
It's a Mother's Day miracle.
It is.
Wow, Leslie.
Was he gonna be a brother?
When did you find this out?
Like right now.
Right now?
Yeah. Let's go back to the store.
Now what?
Now what? I don't know. I don't know, just something told me like it obviously could be a possibility. And I was like, how crazy to find out like on Mother's Day.
I didn't get you anything.
But I don't know what to do.
What?
Like, well, I always want to go to the doctor first before like saying anything to like family and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, how am I supposed to go to my parents and like not want to tell them or tell your parents, you know?
I just always had this this idea of like the way I would have wanted to like tell my parents. Like I wanted to get them like a gift that said like #1 grandparents.
I know. Yeah.
Because of Mother's Day, don't they have stuff like that out?
Yeah, we do.
We get something?
So then after getting like all of our thoughts together and what we wanted to do, like I just decided that there was no way I was gonna be able to head over to my parents' house and have this, you know, get together and keep this from them, especially since my mom, I mean, for the past maybe year or two has been notorious for, you know, do you have something to tell me? Do you have something to tell me? She always thinks I have something to tell her, and she always thinks I'm gonna drop the pregnancy bomb on her, which I don't know why, because the times that be just having the most casual conversations with her, and I'm like, oh hey, guess what? She would always be like, what? And I would tell her like just some news that had nothing to do with pregnancy or myself, and she'd be like, oh, okay, I thought you were PG or whatever. So it'd always be kind of funny because I'm like, seriously, you think like I'm gonna just casually like tell you that kind of news like in regular day-to-day conversation? It was always like just so, it was such a funny topic, and the way that she would always be kind of expecting something. So I knew we had to do something to like at least tell my parents, and that was kind of the decision we made right then and there, that the only people we would really tell right off the bat was going to be our parents. And my best friend actually too, she found out like super early as well. Even though I had always told Danny that I for sure would want to hold off on like spreading the news to others and extended family until the first trimester was over and we were in the clear. Just my personal decision, this is what I felt safest and most comfortable with. But you know, I did want to tell people who were the absolute closest to us, just in case also something, you know, unfortunate were to happen, I would have that support system as well to help us get through a possible rough time. So we decided, okay, parents will know first. So we always knew that we wanted to like do the whole like gifting your parents something that said, you know, grandma, grandpa something. And we were like, okay, it's Mother's Day, they have to have something at the store that has like grandma or something written on it. So we rushed to Target. I'm like texting my parents like, oh, we'll be there in a bit. Like we were just trying to find anything. And luckily we did find some stuff. I found a book for my mom that said like to my grandma or something like that. And I just thought it was so cute because my mom is definitely what I would consider a grandma. So I think it fit perfectly. So I was gonna gift her that. And then they also happened to have Father's Day stuff out too. So we got my dad a mug that also had like #1 grandpa or something like that. So it was kind of funny because it's Mother's Day. They're expecting for my mom to get a gift, but when we give both my parents a gift, they're kind of like, what? They were really confused. And then my grandmother just so happened to be there too. So she was part of the fun. And I will already say right off the bat, I messed up in being the one to record the reaction, because as soon as they realized what was happening, it was like just emotions came out, and I just totally like forgot I was even holding my phone. So there's gonna come a point in the clip where I put my phone down. You can still hear everything, but you can't see much of what was going on. So it's a really short clip, but it was still a really sweet moment.
You're gonna see. This better not be a stunt. How did you do that?
Uh-oh.
What?
True? Is it? Awesome.
What is it? Oh, baby. Oh, so happy for you. Oh, my goodness. This is the best Mother's Day ever. Oh, my God. Thank you for giving us this gift.
We just found out today.
Oh, oh my goodness. And he hasn't asked me. Where is it? I don't know. And I
with the baby room.
I
know.
Congratulations.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
You better tell your grandpa Santos he's gonna get turned
I'm
flips.
gonna be uncle.
Oh, you're gonna be an uncle.
Oh, it's a good time.
So then after that, we really wanted to also tell Danny's parents as soon as possible. And we literally like went to a few other stores that evening after dinner with my parents to see if we could find something, because he also had like something in particular in mind for his mom and his dad. And we just weren't striking any luck. So we just said, okay, tomorrow we'll go to a few places that we know is like these really nice gift shops in town that they for sure have to have something, and we'll do it tomorrow evening with them. So that's what we did. Fortunately, we found a few things and we got to tell them the following evening, which it was also a really funny, a real fun experience, I should say too. Just seeing their reaction, it was so pure, and we love like looking back on these video clips. It was just too good. Yeah.
You have your eyes on?
No. Are you serious?
You are.
Really?
Whoa!
For real?
Yes.
You already got checked.
Tomorrow's my appointment, but I've taken 3 tests. I have some with me.
3 days?
Alright, congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Great news.
You're gonna be an ass. So that is how we found out we were pregnant. That is how we told our families. And it was so good to just start to rejoice in this good news. But it was also, I knew, very hard because, especially I think for our parents, they wanted to share something so special with their brothers and sisters, our aunts and uncles and stuff like that. But, you know, we told them to respect our wishes with who we wanted to know and when, which it was going to be hard for everyone. It was hard for me even towards the end, especially because I would see clients and the topic of kids always comes up, I think, whenever someone knows that you are married or whatever, and you know, or you are at this, you know, adult age, and it's just part of regular conversation. So it'd be really hard sometimes to, you know, have the question like, oh, you guys plan on having kids or whatever, and I'm kind of like, one day, but also be wanting to just tell them like, yeah, it's happening already. So keeping it to ourselves was a little difficult, but definitely I think worth it for us, and thankfully everything played out very well. So with that being said, I definitely have a lot more videos lined up pertaining to this new chapter in our lives. I definitely did try my best to vlog what I could during my first prenatal appointments during my first trimester. So what I plan to do is definitely do a first trimester recap, because as of today, I am actually already 15 weeks. So we are already into the second trimester. So I want to go over everything that I experienced as far as like early symptoms, how I dealt with things in the first trimester, what worked for me. So coming up will be a first trimester recap, and I'll include on there like my must-have products that really helped me and that I would recommend to other people. And then I definitely want to go over how I'm incorporating my fitness into this pregnancy, because it's still a part of my life, and I already knew way back that when this time came, I definitely wanted to keep up with my health and fitness and make it adapt and work for me and this pregnancy. So I will be talking about that, how I've adjusted my macros, how I've adjusted my workout routines and stuff like that. And yeah, there's gonna be just a whole bunch of other fun stuff coming up, because pregnancy is a roller coaster. So be expecting all of that fun stuff. If you aren't already, go ahead and follow me on all of my socials. Mainly Instagram is where I'm the most active, so I'll link them down below. And yeah, I'll give a little bump update too as well. So here we are, and this is 15 weeks. Definitely took a little while for my belly to pop, but we are showing a bit now. So I'm really excited to bring you guys along in this journey and document everything, also just for the sake of us having memories to look back on with our firstborn. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video.